Hello, welcome dear student. Today we are discussing about motion topic. This is the first chapter of physics 9th class, and I think this is your first class. So first topic, please try to understand what I am explaining here. This is what about motion. When an object changes its position from one place to another with respect to time then it is said to be in motion. See here, सपोज करो एक हमारे पास इस पूरी कंप्लीट रोड पर, दिस इज अ रोड and there is one car like this which is moving on this road like this, okay, and this is lying at position A. After some time, suppose karo after 5 seconds, its position is becoming at B. This is the next position of that car, okay. That means car is moving from one place to another with respect to time. When time is changing, then position of the object is also changing. That means that car is in motion. Correct. Now second one, if that car will remain here always, this is not moving, okay. That car, time is what? This is position A, time is going 5 seconds, but that car remains at A. If car remains at A, then it is said to be in motion. It is said to be at rest. Okay. In first case, because position of the object is changing from A to B, then that means car is in motion. But in this condition, this was the first condition, this is the second condition. It means in first condition, car is moving from point A to B, that means it is in motion. And in second condition, car is not moving, that means that is at rest, it means it is not in motion, okay. Now the second thing is that when anything is moving, that means there are different type of motion. It has types of motion we have, okay. What are the types of motion we have, so try to understand. First, number one, that can be rectilinear motion. That means motion always in straight line. Object always moves in a straight line like this, okay. And second one, so what is second? That can be vibratory motion. ये कौन सा होता है? See, when object moves in to and fro direction, थोड़ा सा आगे थोड़ा सा पीछे, to and fro direction from its mean position, from its mean position. Okay, mean position, then it is set to be moving in vibrations or vibratory motion. Okay, you can also have a circulatory motion. Yeah, circular motion, simply circular motion. What is this? In this case, object will move like this on a circular path of radius r. This is the center C, radius is r, first initial position is B, it is moving from A to B like this. I say it is moving. So when an object moves on the boundary of a circle, then its motion is treated as circular motion. Okay, we will discuss uniform and non-uniform motion later on, but you will see we have given 3 examples of motion. There are a large number of examples of different types of motion here, but keep it in mind that whenever an object is moving, that means it must have traveled some distance. So please focus here. What is the distance traveled? Distance traveled, it is the length of actual path traveled by a moving object from one place to another. Is called distance traveled. Distance traveled, it is the length of actual path actually covered. Suppose करो example लेते हैं. If an object is moving from A to B, this is 10 kilometer, and then from B to C, this is 20 kilometer. So how much distance it has traveled? Distance traveled is equals to how much? 10 kilometer plus 20 kilometers. So total length of path, total रास्ता जो उसने cover किया, that is what? A to B and then B to C. 10 kilometer and 20 kilometer. This is 30 kilometer. I hope you understood this. If I am taking another example, an object is moving on this circular path whose radius is r is equals to suppose 56 meter. Okay, this is center, this is P point, initial point, and it is covering this complete whole round. Second example, this is the first example. If a boy complete one round of the circular path of radius 56 meter, then distance traveled will be equals to how much distance it has traveled. It is moving like this on this path, and it is completing one round. From P it is coming at P back, so that means it's covering circumference of the circle. Okay, circumference is what? 2 pi r. Formula you know very well. In 8th class you have understood this. 222 by 7, radius is 56, it is multiply, so 44 into 8, 352 meters. Actually that boy who was moving on this track had moved by 352 meters on the boundary of this circular path. I hope this is the basic topic you have to understand. There are some important information related to distance traveled, that at SI unit of distance travel is in meters. It is a scalar quantity. Distance traveled by moving object can never be zero. क्यों नहीं हो सकती, वो आगे हम डिस्कस करेंगे. स्केलर और वेक्टर क्वांटिटीज क्या होती है वो भी डिस्कस करेंगे. अभी एक नई चीज़, एक छोटी सी चीज़ और समझेंगे. डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल के बाद डिस्प्लेसमेंट किसको कहते हैं. सो प्लीज़ कम हियर. What is distance displacement? Okay, displacement. What is this? See here, when an object moves, then the shortest path or distance between its initial and final position is called displacement. Okay, ध्यान से ज़रा समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. सपोज वही एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं हम. A to B and then C. This is 10 kilometer, this is 20 kilometer. Suppose that boy has traveled from A to B, then B to C. So in this case we know that very well. Distance traveled, distance is equals to 10 plus 20, that is 30 kilometer, and displacement means if this was the initial position, this is the final position, the total distance between these two is also equal to distance. 10 kilometer plus 20 kilometer is equals to 30 kilometer. इसका ये मतलब हुआ छोटा सा, ध्यान से समझेंगे कि when object moves on rectilinear path, यानी स्ट्रेट लाइन पाथ है ना, पाथ, its distance traveled is always equals to displacement. Okay, displacement means the initial और final position के बीच की direct distance. बट ऐसा हमेशा तो होता नहीं. एक एग्जांपल और ले लेंगे हम. कैसा? हम मान लो वही सर्कुलर पाथ लेते हैं जिसकी रेडियस वही 56 मीटर है और उसे ए तक. तो ये यहाँ से मूव करके बॉय ने सिर्फ आधा सर्कल चला, यहाँ से यहाँ तक चला, ऐसे, राइट, ऐसे चला ए टू बी. इफ बॉय completes half round on the boundary of circle, तो क्या होगा बेटा, ध्यान से देखेंगे. डिस्टेंस जब हम बात करेंगे so that will be equals to actual path जो उसने कवर किया. So this is half of circumference 2 pi r. 2 cancel, pi is 22 by 7 multiply by 56, 7 8 ja, this is 176 meter. But here now 6